6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The third martyrdom anniversary of iconic Kashmiri Hurriyat leader Sayyid Ali Gilani is being observed today. The President and the Prime Minister in their messages have reaffirmed Pakistan's continued support to the Kashmiris for their inalienable right to self-determination. The Minister for Maritime Affairs says a 3-day International Maritime Sustainability Exhibition and Conference is being held in Karachi from the 12th of this month. The Pakistan Railways today restored Sir Syed Express train from Rawalpindi to Karachi to facilitate the passengers. The United Nations has called for an immediate halt to Israeli military operations in Jenin refugee camp in the occupied West Bank. And now the news in detail. The third martyrdom anniversary of Hurriyat leader and icon of Kashmir's freedom struggle, Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, is being observed with due reverence today. Sayyid Ali Gilani passed away on this day in 2021 while under house arrest at his residence in Srinagar, where he had been confined for over a decade. Kashmiris in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Azad Jammu and Kashmir, and across the globe have renewed the pledge to carry forward the veteran leader's mission with new zest and fervour. In their messages from New Delhi's Tihar jail, the illegally detained APHC chairman Musarrat Alam Bhatt and senior Hurriyat leader Shabbir Ahmad Shah said Sayyid Ali Gilani's struggle serves as a beacon of light for the Kashmiri people. Tehreek-e-Hurriyat Jammu and Kashmir at a meeting in Srinagar paid rich tributes to Sayyid Ali Gilani. Rallies were also taken out in Muzaffarabad and other cities of Azad Jammu and Kashmir, where the participants chanted pro-freedom and anti-India slogans and eulogized the late leader. They reiterated the resolve to continue Sayyid Ali Gilani's mission. The President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif have paid glowing tributes to the iconic Kashmiri leader Sayyid Ali Gilani on his third martyrdom anniversary today. The President in his message lauded the heroic struggle of Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani for the rights of the oppressed people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He said despite being subjected to house arrests and incarcerations by the Indian occupation forces, he continued to raise his voice for the people of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Prime Minister, while paying tribute to the late iconic Kashmiri leader Sayyid Ali Gilani, reiterated Pakistan's continuing moral, diplomatic and political support to the Kashmiri people of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He said Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani's contributions for the freedom of Kashmiri people and the struggle for inalienable right to self-determination would always be remembered. He said Sayyid Ali Gilani's sacrifices would not go in vain and the struggle for the inalienable right to self-determination would continue. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif visited the residence of Federal Minister for Industries, Production and National Food Security Rana Tanveer Hussain at Muridke today. He offered condolences on the sad demise of his brother Rana Afzal Hussain, a member of the Punjab Assembly. Shahbaz Sharif prayed to the Allah Almighty to rest the departed soul in eternal peace and grant courage to the bereaved family to bear this irreparable loss with patience. The Minister for Communications, Abdul Aleem Khan, has directed the departments concerned to ensure enforcement of axle load restrictions on the Grand Trunk Road across the country. He was chairing a joint departmental meeting of the Frontier Works Organization and the National Highways Authority in Islamabad today. It was decided that coordinated policies would be implemented by both the departments. The minister directed the establishment of a weighing stations on the GT road for heavy vehicles. He also instructed that e-challans should be enforced for violations, including overspeeding, not fastening seat belts, and using mobile phones while driving. Abdul Aleem Khan said surveillance through cameras on the national highways will help reduce accidents. He said Sialkot, Khari and Islamabad motorways should be constructed with dual carriageways and 6 lanes, and this project must be completed in the stipulated time. The Minister for Maritime Affairs, Qasir Ahmed Sheikh, has said a 3-day International Maritime Sustainability Exhibition and Conference will be held in Karachi from the 12th to the 14th of this month. Briefing the media in Karachi today, he said this conference is designed to boost Pakistan's maritime economy by fostering global and regional partnerships and facilitating investments. Qasir Ahmed Sheikh said leading Pakistani and international maritime companies, policymakers, investors and various stakeholders will attend the conference. The minister provided insights into the government's vision for the maritime sector and its plans to address the challenges facing the industry. The theme of the conference is Navigating the Future, Safety First. This is Radio Pakistan. The Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi and Balochistan Chief Minister Mir Sarfaraz Ahmed Bukhti visited the residence of Shaheed Captain Muhammad Ali Qureshi in Lahore today to offer condolences to the bereaved family. They met the parents of the martyred captain and prayed for their strength and high ranks of their brave son in Jannah. They paid glowing tribute to Muhammad Ali Qureshi's sacrifice, commending his bravery in thwarting nefarious designs of the terrorists. Speaking on the occasion, the Balochistan Chief Minister said Balochistan is indebted to the blood of Shaheed Captain. The Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism martyred 7 Kashmiris in the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir during the last month. A monthly data sheet released by the Kashmir Media Service said these Kashmiris were martyred in fake encounters. The data also indicates that property of 5 Kashmiris were attached and 8 Kashmiri Muslim employees were suspended from their government service. Over 5,000 Kashmiris, including Hurriyat leaders and activists, remain imprisoned in jails inside India and in the occupied territory on false fabricated charges. The United Nations Human Rights Office has called for an immediate halt to Israeli military operations in Jenin refugee camp in the occupied West Bank. In a statement, the Rights Office strongly condemned Israel for wreaking destruction in the camp and criticized Israel's use of military weapons in the densely populated area sheltering over 11,000 Palestinians. The Rights Office said Israel's use of military weapons and tactics are further escalating violence in the occupied West Bank. It emphasized that Israel is bound by international law to protect the Palestinian population. Meanwhile, a polio vaccination drive continues in central Gaza, and Palestinian health officials have called for a ceasefire for the campaign to succeed. However, UNICEF spokesman has expressed the hope that campaign will cover 600,000 children that need to be vaccinated. And now cricket. In the second cricket test match of the 2-match series against Bangladesh at Rawalpindi, Pakistan in the second innings were 9 runs for the loss of 2 wickets at stumps today. Earlier, Bangladesh in their first innings were all out for 262 runs. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. Rain, wind and thunder showers are likely at isolated places in South Balochistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir and adjoining hilly areas. However, rain, windstorm and thunder showers with heavy falls are also likely in Makran during the period. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.